this car, I bought it because it was known to be reliable. But I didn't dig into all the features of it, like the heated seats or the sport mode. By the way, sport mode is especially fun. I was just expecting some old slow BMW, and when you put this in the third gear, it really wants to fly. On the highway, it really wants to fly. A couple years ago, I put a John Conforti chip in there. It's supposed to give approximately 15 more horsepower and 15 more pound-feet of torque. So it was originally 189 or 194 horsepower, so it's theoretically add 15 to that. Also, with the chip, honestly, it's rare that I even use sport mode anymore because in regular drive, it flies. This is an automatic. A lot of the BMW purists prefer a manual, but what can I do? I don't know how to drive a manual. So. This automatic does have the option of shifting it manually to give you some sort of sense of what it's like. It's not quite the same, but you know. Some people will use that. That's better. Driving through the Bronx can be interesting sometimes. Hopefully when I get on the highway, I can really open it up. Y'all can see what this thing could actually do. This car doesn't burn rubber. That's the manuals I see that can do that, but this one, the automatic isn't built for that, but you still have a good time with this. Let's see. What are the things I've done to this car? Bilstein HD shocks and struts all around. New rear springs. The front I didn't change because it didn't need it. I mentioned the performance chip. The water pumps on BMWs are a notorious issue. They use a plastic impeller that eventually degrades and breaks off. I put a racing racing water pump in here with a metal impeller, so the engine is kept very cool. I mean, even in the winter, you might not even see the temperature gauge leave the blue. Keep the engine that cool. issues. What issues this car has? The AC system leaks. The compressor makes this funny little noise. I suspect that's the cause. If you fill up the AC system, it'll give you some cool air. By the time next summer comes along, all that refrigerant will be gone. That's probably the one major issue this car has. I have a replacement compressor in the trunk. I just never got around to putting it on. Life. Highway's a little congested. But I'll find a way to open it up. The handling on this thing has always been great. On a narrow road with some trees, and you have fun with all the twists and turns. That was my chance to have some fun. Let's go over here. On the highway, the way the i6s work on the BMW inline six, once it hits like 3,000 RPM, once you get some wind in it, it really wants to go. I can't get too crazy here. New York City speed limit is lower than most. Fire truck there. Overall, it's a nice ride. You really feel the road. You really, especially in the steering, it's like a big old steering wheel. But you get used to it. It's a good fit for this car. I have to do the same chronicle of my driving experience with the other car I'm selling. It's a 2002 Pathfinder. I've owned it for 4 years. I'm the second owner of that one as well. I have a thing for getting stuff from the first owner. I recently picked up a Ford Flex, and I'm a big fan of it. So I don't see the need of having 3 cars. It's only just me. So let's see. The brakes are excellent on this thing, by the way. Whoever gets this car, I have 2 sets of brake pads. I never got to install because the ones I had, I thought they were going, but they weren't. So they just been sitting in the trunk. Hurts my heart a little bit to let this thing go. It's been a very reliable car. The only time it didn't start for me was when the fuel pump failed. That was 8 years ago. So one thing to check off the list: the fuel pump has been changed. The transmission fluid has been changed. The transmission itself was actually replaced at 80,000 miles. That was before I owned the car. So this current one only has 70,000 miles on it. And I changed the fluid in it before COVID started, like right before. I gotta say, the attention that this car has garnered was surprising. I always get someone asking me, "Oh, what year is that? When are you selling it? Let me know if you're selling it." It's and I always laughed it off, but I guess the time has come. Been a little zippy with it before I have to cool it off. Not cool the engine off. I mean, just I don't need a ticket trying to demonstrate for y'all. And one. Now we went and overdid it. Let me stop. I meant to exit at the last one, but I couldn't help myself. But yeah, this car is definitely a good time. I've already put it online for sale. I've gotten some ridiculous offers. $700 for something like this. This fun with the interior and the condition it's in. Just ridiculous.
The Quiet Storm will be right back.
But I think that's enough of my joyride. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're interested in buying this car, you won't be disappointed. It's a fun ride. It really is. All right, take care.